morning. It's not 12 o'clock, like the clock says. It's 11 in the morning. Yeah, me and Rob just had a stand-up, came in for the weekend. The screenshot Saturday post got quite a bit of traction. It's quite nice. People talking about it. It's what I want. Tasks for this week. Obviously, like start of every week, editing video is for me today. But other than that, it's Alpha week, Alpha build.
Yeah.
So
for Blue Dragon.
Yeah. Going to pick a name later today as well. So you should see that in this video. Unless we're really indecisive.
yeah. It's hard cut to.
But in terms of actual tasks,
wonky.
What do you want to get in the Alpha build finished? In terms of like cleaning up the main menu, adding a bit nicer slide left and right, small little, quite light fixes.
So this week for me it's going to be just mainly polishy stuff to try and make it nice for people. There's a few things that we have to do for like stat collection as well, like we did for the last one. But yeah, should we find just a quick questionnaire and things?
Yeah. In terms of me, it's just going to be more level building. Also got the tutorial world done. I want to get at least one playable world alongside it, so it's not just tutorials like people playing on the test. And yeah, other than that, there's a couple of Coloring Pixels things. If you want to look at some bugs for the release, because obviously the competition Community 3 book comes out on Friday.
Yeah, free book on Friday.
So I want to get any sort of updates alongside that ready. And yeah, there's some advertising stuff as well, because it's Steam sale this week. It's just exciting. Take part on that.
Okay, so yeah, just to follow on what we were saying about what we were doing this week. Today I'm going to be looking at making this scrolling a bit better. I know I spent a lot of time on it on Friday, but made a lot of progress, and I think we could just do a tiny bit better. So when we get to the end, when you scroll in one direction, you get to the end, it's sort of like a hard stop at the moment. You want it to be sort of like a bouncy, elastic response. I guess actually, yeah. So as you can see there, that's the type of thing we want. So when you're dragging too far up, it's sort of like it's going to continue going a little bit and then bounce back. So that's the kind of thing that we're after. Something like that. I don't really know how I'm going to do it, but I'm just going to have a go and see how we get on. The clock just fell, and it's cracked, which is not ideal since this isn't ours. But yeah, it just scared the life out of us. Balloon popped as well. It's balloon down there. What, on my chair? What? Why have we got two? Why have we got? Yeah, look at that, bouncy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just after lunch. We took a break from my video editing and Rob's coding over there. Had a quick look at went through the name suggestions. We both put down pros and cons. I think we're going to stick with hexlogical.
As soon as we decided on hexalogical, we found a game. What's it called? Hexalogic.
Yeah, we looked at hexalogical, and there's a game called hexalogic. So.
Yeah, so we swapped the. Yeah, it's too close. But we think we probably could get away with it, but we don't want to like annoy anyone or anything. So to be safe, we've spent the past 2 hours, just over, looking at different names. Look how many tabs I've got open. All different synonyms of. Hexagon and stuff. But yeah, I think we're going to go with hexceed. It's a little bit shorter, but it's similar sort of vein.
Yeah, it's positive as well, which is good.
Yeah. And it's not taken by the looks of it. Hopefully. I'm going to double check. But yeah, hexceed. Okay, yeah. I'm just about to head off. But yeah, it's been quite a productive day. So we've got the bounce back on the scrolling. Feeling really nice. It works in level as well. So there's a big level, this one I think. Yeah, it works quite well. So you like it bounces around if you try to scroll too far. And I've also done this little thing with the scrolling. So it's sort of, when you scroll in and out, it sort of moves the camera towards where your cursor's pointing. It's not perfect on smaller levels, but I'm sure when it gets to bigger levels it'll be really handy. But yeah, really productive. Just in the afternoon, just to finish off, just something quick and easy to do before I leave. I've been adding these new icons for the buttons on the top right here. So I've got a cross button for exiting the level and then exiting the game, and then a cog button to open up the settings menu. Which is, it's just gonna be very similar to Coloring Pixel stuff, really. At the moment you can't actually close the settings menu once it's open, but I think I'll be tackling more of that tomorrow, make it look a bit nicer, smoother as well.
Not much in terms of updates for me today. Again, just because I've been editing the video all day for the most part. About 6:10 now, so I'm about to head off. I've just spent the past 15-20 minutes of being here, literally going through the videos and just finding what I can cut out, because the video did hit the 30-minute mark and I'm pushing it a bit. I've managed to cut a good 2 minutes, got it down to 28 minutes, just under. So yeah, I'll leave it here for today, hit save, and I'll be coming in tomorrow to do the music, as well as the title card and ending card, thanking the Patreons as usual. But yeah, good progress on this. Be back in tomorrow to finish up the video.
Okay, so it's clock's moved. Okay, so it's Tuesday morning. We just had stand up. I think today the plan is for me, I'm going to quickly go over the Colour Pixels build that's coming out on Friday. So that's the build with the new Community 3 pack. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly check all the images, make sure everything's okay, do a build, upload it to Steam. And yeah, get everything ready for Friday. And then after that, I think I'll be doing some what did I say I was doing? I was just UI work, I think, for the main menu for Blue Dragon. Oh no, or hexceed. Hexceed, not Blue Dragon anymore. What are you doing, Lee?
Yeah, so
Tell us what you're doing, Lee.
I said last night on the video, finishing the YouTube video, so I put the music in it, as well as little transitions and stuff. That shouldn't take too long. Once that's done, I want to make my one version of the logo, because we're all going to take turns making logos to find out what we're happy with, one we can expand on. Other than that, I should be making another world book for the hexceed as well, so we've got more playtime for the alpha build on Friday as well.
Yeah.
It's just before 11 o'clock. I've finished editing the video, getting it exported. So we'll get Rob to give it once over when he's got some spare time, when it's done with that. But that'll take a bit of time, normally takes about 20 to 40 minutes. So I'm going to try and get some non-intensive tasks done, such as having a look at YouTube, see if we can get any emails and things like that before lunch. Mainly because if I start doing Blue Dragon stuff at the minute, the PC is going to go really, really slow. But don't waste too much time. So if I get the tasks squared away, I will be getting on Blue Dragon as well before lunch. But yeah, let you know how it goes.
Okay, so it's just after lunch. This morning, I quickly went over the Community 3 book for Colour Pixels. Got a build ready. Everything seems fine there. It's good to go on Friday. I also had a quick watch of last week's devlog video. That seemed quite good as well. There's only one minor issue I had, a really small issue, just due to the audio levels. But yeah, they seem to be getting better and better every week. So good job, Lee. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, and apart from that, I've just been revisiting some scrolling stuff, just to make it feel a tiny bit nicer. The zooming in and out, I tried to improve a little bit. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is, because I really don't want to do any main menu stuff, I'm just procrastinating, I'll be honest. There's a slight bug where if you zoom in and then go back to the main menu, it offsets. It should be like here. You should spawn in here, but it spawns you in here. So I'm gonna try and fix that. We quite like this zooming in and out that it does. So I might just try and incorporate that into it. So it's sort of like, well, once you back out a level, it zooms out and then zooms into the main menu. So just to give the world a bit more movement, I think is the plan. So I'm gonna try and do that.
So it's 1:10. I've got most of my tasks for today done. That includes a little Discord interaction we had. Got some new emojis suggested from the community. But yeah, we're going to doing the World 1 after tutorial level. What I've done so far is I've picked out all of the levels from the pre-alpha that had a 6 or higher front rating from the feedback. Just as a starting point, there's only 13 of those levels in total. So there's still 97 more to make. I've just quickly thrown together all the 110 that we're aiming for in here. And what I'll be doing is I'll be filling all of these out with levels. So when you press play, and if I head over to the new level, all the ones in red are incomplete. There's no level attached to them yet. So I'm going to they're the ones that we're working on.
Okay, yeah. So I spent some time making the zooming a tiny bit better. So now when you click on a level to load it in, it sort of like zooms in and then zooms into the level as well when you arrive, and then when you go back, it zooms out, and the world map zooms out as well to sort of match it. It's quite good.
Yeah, I had a quick revisit to the world map. I realised one thing we were talking about was, in order to keep a bit of flavour in the game still, is to slowly introduce the mechanics again as you go through, just so you're not playing all the mechanics all the time. And then I realised all the levels I've put in already are all including radius and line. So what I've done for now is I've moved them along a bit. So all the existing levels that we already had over here, just so we have some levels that are without using the line tool, and then we can just slowly introduce mechanics as you go along the map. And we'll see how that works.
Okay, so finally got round to doing some UI stuff, even though I spent most of the afternoon finding things to fix for Lee, because I was procrastinating, but I finally started doing stuff. Yeah, so all I've really managed to do is is just get the settings button working properly. So press settings button, it opens this settings window. Made this look nice and pretty, and I give it a little animation as well. Undecided on the animation, I think we both are, but yeah, I'm gonna head off now. So
Yeah, I'm about to clock off as well. It's 5:30. I've made some good progress on the levels. I've built 9 levels, all around 150 tiles or more. I mean, recording the time that it took me to make them as well, so we can get some stats later on at the end of the alpha stage to see if we actually have got an improvement in the time it takes me to make these. I did take a quick break from making levels to get the YouTube video uploaded. It's uploaded, all the posts are scheduled for Patreon, who get to see it a day early, and on the website and Twitter, all the posts are scheduled to go out on Friday or Thursday for Patreon. And so you've got that squared away as well. And I was looking at doing the posts for the Friday announcement of the free book, but I think I'll leave that till tomorrow, just in case Rob wants to do any more bug fix notes before I get that done. Morning, it's just after 9:45 on Wednesday, Music Wednesday.
Music Wednesday.
Music Wednesday. I mean, obviously I'll stand up, talk about what we're going to do for today. So I'm going to start with a bit of social media necessities, such as the announcements for the free pack from last week for you guys, getting them scheduled today for Friday. As well as that, I'm going to get the achievements uploaded to Steam, just to make sure we have that little bit of free time to test them, make sure they work in time for the release. Other than that, it's back on what I was doing last night, which is more levels. Still quite a few to do. Only got 10 done. There's about 80 more to go. So I want to get them done before Friday. I don't think it's doable, but we'll see. Don't overstate it.
Yeah, today I'm going to look at some more stat collection stuff. So the last build we did, we had this like a few sliders saying like how fun did you think that level was and how difficult did you think it was. I'm going to revisit that, make a newer version, make it look nicer, and make it so that people don't have to send us back like a file with all the answers. So it's just going to go straight to the online statistics dashboard we've got. Yeah, so it's just an extra step that people don't have to do. So hopefully we'll get more results this time. So.
Yeah, it's been quite a productive morning. It's 5 to 12. I'm about to take my lunch, but I've got everything squared away in terms of social media posts and everything. So everything for the community pack that's coming out is pretty much done. All that's left to do is actually press the release button on Friday, as well as a small Discord post as well. But everything else is done. The achievements are uploaded and published, or we've tested all of those. There's a couple of hiccups, but they're all sorted now, thanks to Rob. Thank you very much, Rob.
It's okay, LA.
And yeah, all your posts in terms of announcements on the website, on Steam, Twitter, they're all scheduled as well. So we're spending time after lunch doing Blue Dragon levels.
Yeah, so as Lee was saying, there were a couple of hiccups with the achievements for the Community 3 pack. Managed to get those fixed. It didn't take too long, thankfully, but once again, this is why we do it a few days early. Usually there's not this many issues, but it's just all to do with the back-end overhaul we did a few weeks ago. But yeah, that's all sorted now, good to go. I have been doing a lot of work on this questionnaire thing for the alpha build on Friday. Yeah, so now once you've completed a level, spoilers, you get this little pop-up, very similar to what we had before. It just looks a bit nicer. We've swapped out the slider for buttons, just to make people think a bit more about their answers. So that level was really fun. It was really easy because I memorised it. And then it lets you press this continue button, and then once you do that, it fades back to the main menu. So that's exactly what we're after. And then in the background, hopefully, I haven't actually checked it yet, that should be sending that information to our Unity Analytics dashboard, and then we can just pull all the data from that. So fingers crossed that's all working. Okay, so we're making good progress. I'm still waiting on Unity's Analytics dashboard. to see if the data that I'm trying to submit through that form I made earlier is coming through properly. You can see it's like some data is coming through, just not the data that we're looking for yet. It can take a few hours, so I'm just going to wait on that. In the meantime though, I've been doing some more UI stuff, even though I've been putting it off. So now when we press settings, the background blurs a little bit, just make it look a bit nicer. I've played around with the animations that we were using as well, just to make it a bit more professional, I guess is the word. Apart from waiting on this, the analytics stuff, I think that's probably all of the programming that we need done for alpha, which is quite good to have some like free time to make things a bit more polished.
So yeah, it's just past 5 o'clock, I'm about to head off. I spent the rest of my afternoon just making more levels for Blue Dragon. I've gotten up to 23 additional levels. Yeah, it's all come on quite well. The auto tester's working really well. Picked up a couple of bugs, but I've already passed them on to Rob, so he's working on fixing them already. Mostly the highlighter not working on some parts of the map, but I think he's already fixed that.
It's fixed, but it won't let me commit it, Lee. It won't let me commit. It's fixed. Yeah, okay, so I'm about to head off as well. It's been quite a productive afternoon, apart from fixing a few bugs that Lee found. Thankfully they're just minor things. But yeah, it's good to get them fixed as soon as possible really, so I want to take the time to do that. Mostly what I've been doing this afternoon is procrastinating a bit more, but looking at what colours we can possibly have for every level. So we wanted this system where every level can have a unique foreground colour and a background colour, and we want to make sure that those colours that we pick are sort of consistent throughout the game. Obviously the colours will change throughout the game, but the ratios of like how bright each colour is compared to the other colour, we want to keep that sort of similar. So we came up with this solution of having basically just like a set of values of like constraints of what colours can be, and they're different for the foreground colour and the background colour. Yeah, and it seems to be quite good on the surface. We're gonna try that and see what it's like anyway. But if I load up this level, which I've used it on before, you can see like the background colour is much brighter and sort of like washed out compared to the foreground colour, which is this blue. And it just makes the two colours pop. We can have like these background colours completely different, but the background would still be washed out and the foreground would still be bright and colourful, which is what we're after. Yeah, we just wanted to make sure it would be like that throughout the game. So it's Thursday morning. It is Thursday, yep. It's about 10:30, a bit of a late one this morning, but good to go. You good to go, Lee? Good to go. Where's your energy? Where's your energy levels?
It's a bit lower than that until I get my coffee, but...
Okay, we need to update that. Yeah, so today I am gonna do just a bunch of fiddly stuff for Hexceed. So we've got a big backlog of stuff that needs finishing off. Yeah, but it's mainly just UI stuff and fixing a couple of bugs that have just been outstanding for a while. I'll keep busy, I promise. But Lee, what are you doing?
You're just going to get the store page for the advent pack for Colour Pixels DLC and get that ready and sent off to Steam just to get approved early, so don't just make sure we're not waiting on it. And then other than that, yeah, it's just going to be a lot more levels for the alpha build as well. Get as many of them done as I can before next Friday. Yeah.
Okay, so I did a quick build for Lee so you can test the advent pack, but other than that I've been looking at the analytics stuff that I set up yesterday, the day before. The results finally came through to the Unity Analytics dashboard, but it's not giving us the right information that we need. All it sort of does is like accumulates all of the results. So it shows you like 3 people thought this level was fun, for example. And it's not quite what we need, and it doesn't give us the granularity that we're after really. So I'm going to be looking at alternatives this morning. There's all sorts of alternatives. There's a few Google platform based stuff, but yeah, we'll see how we get on.
Yeah, 11:30. I've just got the Steam store page sent off for review. Should hear back from Steam in the next couple of days, hopefully for the weekend. That's been approved, and then we can continue work on that. In the meantime, I'm just going to head on making more levels for Blue Dragon.
Okay, so it's about 2 o'clock. I gave up looking at like analytic solutions. I was basically just spending too much time on it, so I decided to just stick with the method that we used last time, expanded the code a little bit and made it a bit more robust. So every time the player opened the game last time in the last build, it used to completely wipe all the data. So I've stopped that now. Now it's like it builds up the data constantly, no matter how many times you launch and close the game. So that's good. So we're not going to be losing any data out from people coming back. So that's good. And it should do for this build. I mean, like it's not an important thing. I just don't want to spend too much time on it. Anyway, now what I'm going to look at is getting this sort of like gradient across the world to look nice. I already made a quick start on it, but I broke a lot of things, so I'm going to have another stab at setting all the colours for the tutorial world. Okay, it is just before 6 o'clock, about wrapping up for the day. I feel like work-wise I've been a bit all over the place. I've just been doing all sorts of small tasks, so the music sliders in the settings window now work, and that's saved as well, so when you close the game, reopen it, the audio settings should kick in before the music starts playing, so if you want to mute it you can. I had a stab at making a build pipeline for this as well that utilizes the auto tester. I didn't get very far with that, but I just thought it would be a task that I could snipe. The last thing that I did today is I did a quick build to make sure everything's working fine for the alpha tomorrow, and we got some more music, so another 20 tracks of music, so yeah, I've been just listening to that, making sure it's all okay, and then putting it in the game.
Yeah, it's not long after Rob's left. It's 10 past 6 now. I'm about to head off as well. There hasn't been many updates from me because I spent most of my day just making levels. So you saw my progress this morning before I started. That's where I'm at now. It's 41 levels plus the ones we took from the pre-alpha. So we're about halfway there now, which is pretty good. Yeah, looking pretty promising. A lot to get in tomorrow. I might just try and like do a quick path across to the end, film the gaps later. But yeah, should be good. But there was a little bit of pause from this earlier. I know that I get any social media posts out regarding being on sale, which is exciting. It's the first time having a sale since starting in the office. It's Friday!
Friday!
Yay! Yeah, so it's a bit of an odd one today because obviously it's alpha day. We also have the colouring pixels update, which is going to push pretty soon, I think you said. Just get it out of the way. Keep doing it now.
There you go, published.
There we are. Obviously it's Friday, we do have the YouTube video to go live, but that's about lunchtime, we're getting that done. Spent a bit of the morning doing a little bit of admin work on pixels, but the rest of the day is just going to be level building for me, because I want to get as many done for alpha tests, which we're going to be putting out over the weekend to our close group of testers. Be left to do with my day, just making levels.
Yeah, just getting levels ready for alpha. That's fair enough. A lot of work to do with that. Today, well, last night I spent a lot of time at home actually playing through the levels. So I played through all of the tutorial world. It took me like just under 3 hours. It's like quite a lot for a tutorial. But yeah, loads of bugs fell out from that. So I'm just going to be going through and fixing all of those. There's a lot of things like the highlighter wasn't working on some levels, and like the walls were flickering, and yeah, just minor visual stuff that should be easy to fix. So I'm just going to try and get through as many of those as I can today. Okay, yeah, so the first thing I found when playing the game last night was these two levels look very, very similar. So this level looks like this. It's a tutorial for the walls, so there's a couple of walls thrown in. And then you move on to the next level, and it looks very similar. So yeah, it actually confused me when I did it. I didn't realise there were two separate levels originally. They are, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change this second level around. Just make it look a little different so it's obvious that you're progressing. Okay, after a bit of trial and error, that's what I came up with. I'm I'm very impressed that Lee's made so many levels, because this took me, just these small changes took me a lot longer than I thought it would. Every change that I made the level impossible. So yeah, kudos for Lee for making so many. Okay, so taking a break from getting stuff ready for alpha. What have we been doing, Lee? What have we...
We've been deciding on logo ideas, compile all ideas together.
Yeah, so all through this week we've been we'll like occasionally just taking the time to make like a mock-up logo idea, and yeah, so we've got what 7, 8 different ones. But yeah, this is all various ideas we came up with. It's a good ones. We quite like the gradient stuff. Yeah, we quite like the background on this one, so I think we're gonna stick with that. And then we ended up putting a lot of the ideas together. We've just been chatting for like an hour or so. We came up with this. So this is gonna be the logo for Hexceed by the looks of it.
Well, yeah, a refined version of that.
Oh yeah, it's it's very cobbled together, but yeah, quite happy with it. Since we were planning on doing our alpha build this afternoon, I didn't want to do anything that would break it as such, so I've just spent the remainder of the afternoon I quickly putting the logo in the game. Our very hacky logo. Yeah, just getting Discord Rich Presence working, so you can see some details about what I'm actually looking at. So I'm looking at World 1, and it's got a little logo there, our hacky little logo that we put together earlier. Yeah, I just thought it'd be a fun afternoon thing to do, and it looks quite cool. So yeah, happy with that. But it's Friday, Lee. It's Friday. It's Friday. We're going home.
Yeah.
It's getting late. We've got this alpha build prepped, but we need to send it to our friends and family. That's the last thing we've got to do today, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the only thing I have to do.
Yeah.
Everything else this week's squared away. Like the community pack went out today. People are excited about that. It's very good. Seeing a lot of positive comments about it, which was always nice.
That's good.
And yeah, I've actually been complete alpha. No, don't say crunch, wasn't really crunch, we had to get an alpha done.
Yeah, we didn't manage to get all of the levels done, but we got quite a lot. How many levels did you get? Do you know?
No. 15 levels done today in order to finish where we're up to. Which puts us on a total of about 60 to 70 levels total.
For World 1.
For World 1.
Okay. Like, the big things that happened this week is we've got a name for the game now.
That's huge, yeah.
Yeah. We've got a very hacky logo. So next week, the plan's going to be actually getting a store page ready. So you can have a go at trailers, aren't you?
Oh, no.
You can have a go at a trailer.
Fun week.
Yeah, I'll be setting up, like, actually getting the build to work on Steam and stuff. It's a slightly harder process to get a game approved than just DLC for Color and Pixels. Yeah, I guess that's it. We're going on.
Oh, yeah, we're going on.
Going on. Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to ring that bell.
I'm good now.